Hey everybody, it's Fawn here in the Mad Evolution studio. It's great to see everyone and to have you joining us. Today in studio we have a very special guest, Lori Salisbury. Lori, thank you for joining us. It's great to have you. Of course. Yeah. Lori is a professional artist and you specialize most in fine art and you do a little bit of sculpting as well, correct?
Yeah, no, I do quite a bit of sculpting too. You just haven't got to see it yet.
Oh, I love that. More for me to see. I am obsessed with Lori's paintings and artwork. They're stunning. So with that being said, can you give us a little bit of a background of your professional?
I've been a full-time artist since I was 7.
I love that. Yeah. I've been a professional artist since 7 years old. Started with stick figures. No, that would have been me, not you. I'm sure yours was beautiful even at 7.
Oh man, I'm a self-taught artist, so I spent my time in the summertime under a tree outside, with, like books on how to draw horses. That was how I started, or landscapes, or watercolors, and, that kind of thing. So that's how I started.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just always knew what I was going to do. So I was really fortunate that I didn't mess around trying to figure out, what I was going to, what I wanted to do.
My gosh, you just followed that passion that was your calling and you knew it. And I love that. And so you're self-taught. You never went to school for it or anything or had training?
I started to go to ISU and I went to the orientation and they told me they were going to teach me all these rules. That's the last thing I wanted was rules. I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Be an artist and have rules.
Yeah.
So I just started going for it.
I love that. That's so great. So where do you pull most of your inspiration from?
My own experiences, dreams, and nature.
Where did you do when you, in your adult years, and started to sell your artwork? Where did you start that business?
Well, I remember my first art event was in a park, and I put all my pieces on like 8 easels and sat in front of them. And I think my first sale was to my aunt.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Family support.
Yeah, it was, so, and it just started to build, little by little. And actually, then I was working as a single mom in a bank and in Idaho Falls. And I got fired from this job, and I'd only been there a couple months. And
oh my gosh.
For something I hadn't even done, but I really feel like it was destiny because getting fired pushed me into my art career, or I wouldn't have jumped into it. And
sure.
My supporters at that time were the people that worked at the bank. They started ordering paintings from me.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
They knew I hadn't done anything, So,
right.
And they knew I was a single mom, so they started supporting me that way. And then I had a couple paintings in a gallery, and one of them fell off the wall and got a hole poked in it. And I think I got $300 in their insurance money for it, and that moved me to Colorado. So my art just kept taking me, even if it was like, a hole in a painting, it just kept taking me to where I was supposed to go.
Sure.
And then I got to Colorado, and I was working for Parks and Rec, and I started doing my art on the side, and I wanted to teach painting classes, so I was like 22, 23, and so I made little flyers, put them around town, and a little tear-off thing, and I started getting calls from people, and I started building my class.
Clientele.
And they were people from like Woodward Governor and Hewlett Packard. They were like it's big people coming to my little studio in the basement.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. How fun.
I think they were the first paint and sips because people would bring their little bottle of wine. And I noticed, that they would really relax when they would have, and they would laugh. They'd just relax and they would
just have a good time. And that's what it's about, right?
Yeah. Yes, that's kind of how it started. And then from there, I started doing art shows all over Colorado and building my business. And I made enough money. I started opening my own galleries. I took my work into Jackson Hole when I was 18, and they said, come back when you're a superstar, and they just laughed, they're like,
oh my gosh,
you're 18, come back when you're a superstar.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't think I'll be back. But thanks for the offer.
Yeah. So, from then on, I just opened my own galleries. I just wanted to have a full presence with everything I had, my sculptures, my paintings. I wanted to set the mood, the music, everything, so
Yeah.
that's how I've done it.
And then what brought you back to Idaho and into this area?
I was born in Pocatello, Idaho, and that was, I always wanted to live up north and just didn't get to come up here. And then I moved all over the West and, had galleries, different places. And then I finally made it up here 5 years ago. And I just knew I was supposed to be here. I felt divinely guided, to be up here.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's beautiful here, but I've been wondering, okay, why am I here?
Yeah.
Why am I here other than the beauty? And then I found MAD, and I'm like,
I love that. So how did you first discover MAD? Where did you hear about us?
I'm involved with some cryptocurrencies, and I really didn't know what I was doing, so.
It can be confusing until you really understand it.
Yeah, I was just going off of intuition, for years, and then I got, a friend told me about Digital Dave, and he had a YouTube channel, and so I started watching I think it's Crazy for Cryptos, it's his YouTube site. And I think I've watched every single one of them, and I just liked his vibe. I liked that he brought in intuition and spiritual things and healing and health, and not just cryptos, so it was more well-rounded and there was no hype.
Yeah, it sounds like he just wanted to share information that really spoke to him, and in hopes that it would help somebody else, any of his viewers. And
yeah, no, I feel like he really does care. Yeah. So then I found out he had a Patreon group, so I joined that, and there's like 6,000 people in there, And I just one day, like probably at 10 o'clock at night, I saw he had posted an interview, and it was with you. And I was like, what is this, And it was like an hour long, so I was like watching it until I fell asleep, and I was like so excited about what it was all about. I'm like, and then I saw at the end the address, and I'm like, Church Street, Sandpoint, Idaho. Oh my gosh, this is crazy,
Like, that's my backyard.
Because Dave lives in Thailand,
right?
So, and now I'm finding out he's from over this way. So, have some information coming from a man in Thailand directs me into my own backyard.
Yeah, small world, huh?
Fate, synchronistic. Yeah.
And how long after was it that you came to the headquarters? Was it that week? I can't remember how long after that it was.
I was here the very next morning.
The next morning, okay. I can't remember. I love that. So what was your impression before you came and visited the headquarters? Like, what were your thoughts? What made you go, I need to see the headquarters. I need to go meet them.
It sounded like you were into all the things that I have been dreaming of. Like, I'm very much into Tesla and the technology that he was trying to bring forward, and, just energy that works for the world and for cleaning up the planet and just all those things. It was like all the things that I'd been dreaming of all in one.
That's awesome.
One thing, so that's why I couldn't get in here, fast enough.
Yeah, I love that. What was your impression of Make a Difference after you met a few of the team members here and visited the headquarters and got to see some things here? And what was your mindset at that point? What did you think of everything?
I live my life on, just my gut feeling and my feelings, and I just feel very sensitive to all that. So I felt even more excited about it because I could just feel everyone's vibe, and it was just very high. One
of the things that we do hear that you're most excited for?
I guess just a greener way of, of going through the world. And, like, I live in an old cabin I've been renovating for 5 years, and I would love to have a way to have energy that was efficient, when the power goes off, and, that I'm not going to freeze to death, or things can still, work, so I
pipes
guess,
aren't going to freeze.
Yeah, just finding ways, because as you're out there and you're thinking you're living in this old cabin, and you feel like you're 100 years into the past, or 200 years, you're just like, why are we not further along with the way we do things? This is just not, something's holding us back.
Yeah, especially knowing what we can have, because we know that the technology is here.
Yeah.
It's just been stopped.
It's been stopped, and it's been suppressed, and we know it's all by design, and it's time to break free of all that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about all the things that Matt's into.
Yeah.
So I can't pick one thing. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I mean, even just thinking about the world that we will see once our projects and technologies are deployed, that can be your favorite thing. Just knowing how it's going to change families all over the world and really, help developing nations immensely, but then also where we live, everybody is going to be positively affected by this. That can be your favorite thing.
Yeah, it's just just
all encompassing.
Knowing that so many people need help, and with so many things,
Yeah.
we just that Matt is into all those things, and I know you can't tell us all of it because even though I really want to know.
It's tough. That's one of our most difficult things is, keeping everything. It's not hard to keep things safe for security purposes, but the excitement of knowing what we have and the details, it's hard to not talk about for sure.
It's like when you have the best present in the world and you're waiting for Christmas or a birthday to give it to him and you can't wait. So it's hard not to spill the beans.
Yeah, I love that. How would you feel knowing that the managing directors would love to hire you part-time here in the headquarters?
Oh, wow. You're asking me that on camera? Am I going to start crying?
We definitely see you as family here, and we just love everything that you've already helped us to do with our movement and help us spread the message. And so take your time on thinking about it, but know that everybody here would love to have you more involved. So
well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
that's so awesome.
Of course. I love it. I got excited. I was like, yes, I'm delivering the message. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our community, whether that's something about yourself or about Make a Difference or just anything that you would like them to know?
I would just say that, that the more people we can get involved with this, the better. And it is Make a Difference, Mad, Make a Difference. And that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I think that's why we've been born right now at this time, is to make a difference and to help with this transition that we're in right now. And
yeah,
we're on a mission.
Yeah,
we're all on a mission, and I've been looking for, how can I make a difference? I try to do it through the message, through my art, because they all have a story behind them. They all have a meaning and a message, but it's a quiet voice, and I want a louder one.
And I love, so Lori has her artwork up in our headquarters as well, using our space as a gallery, which I love. And two of them, I won't let them sell because they're going to be mine one day, selfishly. They are stunning, but they brighten up our space. They just bring joy to our atmosphere, and I just love having them here. So it's great even having your artwork surrounding, because they tell a story, whether that came to you in a dream or different places that you've lived, different settings that have brought you inspiration through nature. I just love them. They're gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
And I love your wolf story. So do you ship your artwork if somebody went to your website and they love something, but they live on the other side of the country or in a different country? Do you ship your artwork?
Yeah, I've been shipping it for like 40 years. So
I love that.
I'm good at shipping things.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. Check out Lori's website and reach out to her email if you would like to see any more of her artwork. Well, thanks everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and learning about Lori, a local Make a Difference investor, ambassador, one of our biggest supporters, and a professional artist. So check us out on Twitter at Mad the Future, on Telegram, t.me/Mad Energy Chat. Our website is mad.energy if you want to find more information about the company and everything that we're doing here. And of course, our YouTube channel, Mad Evolution. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.